Hi, everyone. I'm Daisy
Hi.
Maldonado.
How do you do?
Daisy.
I'm here with Black Film and TV. Congratulations on the show. I loved it. It was so fun to watch.
Thank you so much. We love that.
Steve and Martin, I live for your bromance. You two are comedy legends and have worked together for so many years. What was it like working on this not so typical comedy?
Oh, I found it to be absolutely ideal. I mean, again, the actor can control what the working situation is like. That's really all he can control. And from a working standpoint, working with Steve, working with Selena, and John Hoffman and Dan Fogelman and Sting and Nathan Lane, it was like ideal. Yeah. And it was a very loose set, very filled with joy.
I really like the fact that we're telling a story with a lot of suspects, that resolves itself at the end. And, I've always wanted to be in one of those. And I don't think I've ever really been in one. I mean, I guess Pink Panther.
Oh, good one.
Thanks.
And Selena, I actually read a comment on the trailer that said if your character on Wizards of Waverly Place, Alex Russo, didn't become the family wizard, that Mabel is pretty much an accurate description of what she might be up to now. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's the now it's the PG-13 version. Rated R. No, I think that I could see the similarities for sure when it comes to just a little bit of the bite that Mabel has. So it was, safe to say that I definitely pulled from some of that, but but I guess that's just who Mabel is.
Definitely. And Selena Gomez, I gotta say, you are so rare. I love you. Big fan.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Not many people can say they launched a successful beauty brand, recorded a new album, invested in serendipity, and launched a new show during a pandemic.
Well, thank you.
What was it like filming the show and juggling all of your existing projects during this time?
I'm honestly so lucky to be able to have a team that really helps me kind of cultivate what it is that I love and what I'm passionate about. So when it comes to my cosmetics line, I have the best team at Rare that we have wonderful relationships where we're constantly talking about things that are happening, things that are coming, and that doesn't seem like a job to me at all. And music is just an outlet for me to be able to go and talk about everything that I'm feeling. And I've just, I'm starting to work on a new album right now. So I'm really excited and have so much to say. And I'm very lucky. I will say that because I love doing what I do, and I wouldn't be able to do it if it weren't for amazing people like yourself and those who are, fans. So I'm very happy to be a part of all of the things I can do.
Amazing. And this question is for everyone. We can start with Steve, but what would be the name of your own true crime podcast if you had one?
How about Steve Bludgeon's True Crime?
Nice.
I don't know about that
one. How about Marty's Murder Mayhem?
Oh, that's good.
Nice ring to it.
That's great. Oh gosh.
Selena the Sleuth. Selena the Sleuth. Sleuthing with Selena.
There you go. Whatever
Selena the Teenage Sleuth.
Yeah.
I like that one. Steve, the opening scene of the first episode really hones in on New York being the perfect backdrop to this story. Why do you think that was important to emphasize?
The fact that it takes place in a building, and New York is populated with this type of building, I think more so than any other city. I don't think a condominium on Wilshire Boulevard in Los Angeles would have the same impact as the history of these buildings. They go back to the 1930s. They do have histories themselves, the people who've come and go throughout the buildings, and And it is kind of a cliche to say, but New York is kind of a character in the show.
Definitely, I agree. And I'm sure you guys have all heard this multiple times, but the dynamic between the three of you is just amazing. Past the age gap and the hilariously chaotic energy versus Mabel's, the demographic.
Yeah.
He's talking between you and me, Steve.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
But there's also the fact that Mabel is Latinx. Why do you think what do you think that factor adds into the on-screen relationship viewers see?
Well, I guess I should answer. What I think, what I think about being a part, when I think about being a part of any project, I always am very honored, and more than anything, it's my pleasure to be able to carry my last name and to be able to do the work that I do. So I guess what I would say is I was really happy that they chose me. I think that was what it came down to. And I couldn't have been more excited. And I continue to carry that responsibility with me in everything that I do. I released my first Spanish album, and it was like one of the dreams I'd been holding on to for 10 years. So, I think it's extremely important to who I am, and it is exactly who I am. So I'm happy to be able to bring that to the show.
And also in context of the show, it means Marty and I get to go to another culture, really. We meet Selena's character's mother, we meet her family, we go into their lives. And I find that very interesting. Yeah, tamales, yes. A la casa.
Yeah, that was incredible. That was actually one of my favorite scenes.
Yeah.
I love the dynamic between all of you and her mother. And last quick question, are there any true crime podcasts or shows that you guys are obsessed with right now?
I have one. Oh, go ahead, Selena.
What is the two girls called again, you guys?
Murder.
Murder Schmurder.
No, I love Murder or.
No, it's with two girls. I'm so sorry.
I know. I forget it every time too. It's I can look it up in 1 second.
Look it up, Steve.
My favorite murder. My favorite murder.
Yeah, My Favorite Murder. Yes.
Yeah. And I listen to an Australian show called Case Files, and I'm not really obsessed with it, except that last summer I listened to 152 episodes.
Incredible. Well, it was so nice to meet you guys, and thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.